Because when he made that declaration, he wasn't very clear. He didn't actually give a schedule about when he would leave office. So, whilst it was a very favorable concession to actually agree not to run for the fifth term, which was the main point of contention for the protesters, he didn't actually give a date. He didn't give a schedule. He didn't give a plan, which felt for many, many people as just a sort of tactic to extend essentially his fourth term into a fifth term without going through elections.
And some say that what's actually going on in the country is a battle for power. Who are the parties with interests, and how do foreign powers such as France influence?
Well, I mean, that's the major issue. There are many protesters in Algeria. One of the things that really resurfaces in Algeria constantly is the refusal of foreign interference, in particular from France, which is obviously the former colonial power. But of course, the critics of Bouteflika claim that he has support from France and that this is what is maintaining in power. There's no real indication about that as such. But what is a genuine indication is that on the ground, protesters are ferociously opposed to foreign intervention. This is an internal issue. This is a matter for Algerians to deal with inside Algerian border and amongst Algerians. And there is a refusal, categoric refusal of any foreign meddling.
And how big of an issue is the current economic situation and citizens' discontent?
Well, it's mainly partly due to the collapse of the oil prices. In the early years of Bouteflika's presidency, oil prices were booming, which obviously allowed him to invest heavily in infrastructure, in housing, etc., which actually gave the population sort of respite. But since the collapse of oil prices, the economy has increasingly suffered, and I think that has kind of nudged people into taking to the street. And we know for a fact that usually it's always linked to economic crisis. There is a sense of discontentment, and the increasing popularization of certain categories of society have led to this mass movement, which is linked to the collapse of oil price, obviously.